Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Stefan Bradl giving some insights into the biggest weakness of this current Honda. Now, speaking recently, Bradl said, because of the wings, it is more difficult to find the right balance for the bike, which will allow us to use the tyres to the maximum. Our bike has lost its strong points in this area. Our biggest weakness right now is the missing traction on the rear. This leaves us the only chance to make up the time is by overloading the front. However, with all the wings, you do not feel the front tire as well as that you did in the past without the aerodynamics. Because of the turbulence and all the dirty air created by riders in front of you, you lose more and more feeling for the front. The bike is dictating the speed that you can ride at because of these new aerodynamics, and the devices now have more influence than ever before. Therefore, it became more and more difficult for the rider to make a difference on the bike. He then went on to talk about it's not only him doing the development. He said, all contracted riders play a role in the development. Also, LCR is more involved in finding better solutions. All 4 Honda GP riders are treated the exact same way in voicing their opinions. The engineers listen to all 4 of them. HRC is trying really hard to supply all 4 riders with the exact same material and the latest technical updates. But HRC is giving some directions to each rider too, because they want to speed up the process in improving results. The work is split between 2 teams and 4 pilots. The cooperation between both teams has improved vastly, but us riders can only give a certain amount of feedback and explain where we find the weak points. Zarko and Nakagami can deliver the information to the Japanese, who by the end of the day have to do the job of drawing the right conclusions and finding the solutions. Every manufacturer is trying different aero solutions. You need to have different solutions for different types of racetracks. He was then asked, does he expect Honda to be able to fight for the top 10 results in qualifying and in races in 2024? And he said, yes, we have to improve our material. At the moment, it is not very good. Now, for me, I don't think Bradl is wrong here. I think, look, there's a fundamental flaw of, and we've talked about this for over and over again, is that the bike was never designed for aerodynamics. The bike was designed, from a mechanical point of view rather than the whole aerodynamic view as well. So they're always going to struggle with it. For me, is Bradl the problem? He's not necessarily the problem, right? We now know that all the 4 riders and race riders are giving their input. We do know that all 4 riders have been seen testing and all of this as they have the concessions to do so. So it's not necessarily Bradl is the problem. He is slow. I will 100% say that. He is not the fastest test rider there. But, you don't necessarily need the fastest test rider either. Do you know what I mean? So it is interesting. Also, I will call out, he was faster than Marini on the Honda when they did go head to head in one of his wildcards. So I do find it very interesting that they still can't fix the rear. Also, I do agree with him and what he's saying about the aerodynamics. With the front, you probably can't actually feel the tire. It's pushing it into the ground a little bit too much in the corners. Maybe that is reducing the feel. Also, if a bike in front of you is disturbing the air going through a corner, 100%, it will definitely reduce the feel. But saying that is for manufacturers to solve. Do you know what I mean? Like Ducati, Aprilia have solved that. Of course, they haven't eradicated it, but they have solved that they're able to follow another bike closely through a corner. So it is definitely interesting. I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Bradl's comments? And do you think they will genuinely solve it or not? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.